Wait a minute.
And say, bro, what did you
What did
think
you?
they were
What,
for?
it's a pop. What did you think the pop meant? You put it in the toaster and you pop, and it's a tart.
But I used to get like blueberries. I was like,
Did you? That sounds like you don't eat the ones with frosting.
I eat sometimes. Yeah.
What? You eat the regular ass Pop Tarts?
The blueberry one have frosting, right?
Oh yeah, if it doesn't have like the original pop, the OG Pop Tart.
No, I don't eat the one without the.
Okay, I was about to say, man. Oh, I was getting nervous. I was getting worried.
He said he didn't
know the
Pop-Tarts go in the toaster.
He did not know you can heat up a Pop-Tart. I get not knowing that you can heat up a honey bun because that's not how it's supposed. Like that's not how it's packaged.
Yeah,
it just brings out the flavor, the heat. It's like having a good cinnamon roll.
It's so good. Yes, exactly.
Now that I think about it, that's another reason. If Trump really was serious about, and we're gonna talk about my guy. If Trump was really serious about making America great again, he would figure out how to put more Cinnabons back out in the market. When I was growing up, there was Cinnabons in every fucking mall.
Yeah, but
they were in the airport. I knew there were some stand-up restaurants. I knew where I can go get a good Cinnabon.
Are people still going to the malls though?
No. But the Cinnabons was going out of business way before the malls started getting fucked up. I knew where I could go. There's only the only one I've seen, and I haven't been there in a minute, was in the Jamaica airport. There's a Cinnabon right there, and you could go get one, and it was amazing. But like,
I can give you a quick ranking of honey buns. First, it goes Tasty Cake.
Yeah.
Then it goes Entenmann's. Then it goes the Little Debbie's. None of the frosting ones. I don't deal with any of those. No. And that's pretty much
regular
it. That's top
Glaze.
3. Racetrack used to be number 1, but they done changed the recipe. I don't know what's going on with you, Racetrack.
Little Debbie's fucked up the recipe too, dog. Like,
they don't.
It never. I don't know why. It's always hit or miss with the YouTube notifications.
That's why.
It's wild.
That needs to happen.
Like I'm gonna complain. Maybe it's because we end up we use music and I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on with YouTube. No way. That is some bullshit. Why would they take that down? No, you know what? Anyways, we're gonna go back to just that might be today's show. When was America actually great? Because these are some things that need to come back for America to be great for me. But you're right, Miles. I had a friend, Kevin, in high school. Every morning he would come to school. He had 2 honey buns.
Yep.
And then we got the for shout out to the free lunch kids. I got the chocolate milks. So like what happened was we started bartering. So like we would like I'd be like, I'll go get 2 chocolate milks and you come off one of them honey buns, and then bam, we were having I don't need both, I just need one. You can still go get your 2, slide me one. And then I think they were real cheap back then. I don't know what a honey bun going for now. But
they're like $1.29 there.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You have to be like people keep telling you can't be poor and eat anymore.
Yes,
it damn sure wasn't that. I remember getting them for like 2 for $1 or something like that when I was coming up.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Grandma's cookies used to be fire.
I don't know those ones.
It's like they used to be able to get big ass cookies. They used to be able to get like 2 for $1. 2 for $1. Gas station stuff, yeah. Then what else would I get? What else was my favorite thing from the gas station?
I mean, of course, the Big Bursts and the teenies. I don't know what y'all call them. Grenades and the 50-cent juicies.
Oh yeah. So I'm not the only one who called them hand grenades. Apparently, it's a barrel.
We call them teenies. So it's different everywhere. Yeah, it's teenies and the Big Bird.
Man, like you get the fucking man. Anyways, man, this is why diabetes is rampant. But
honestly, and Brisk out the can.
Oh, yo,
God.
Brisk. I don't know if so. Brisk had the best campaign
Oh, the commercials.
But they jumped on something that was super popular. They took the celebrity deathmatch claymations.
Oh, that's right.
And so we used to watch those all the time. And then they made their brisk commercials with the claymations. And I was just sitting there just thinking like, and it was so hot. You know what? I say it wasn't as hot in Florida as it is now, but nah, it was. Because some of the shit that I was drinking, like to get me refreshed, brisk like made me feel like I was extra hydrated.
Yeah, it chilled your ribcage.
Bluebird, I didn't know that. I've never seen Bluebird sold anywhere outside of schoolroom cafeterias. I didn't even know Bluebird was sold in corner stores.
Was that like the soda?
No, it's the juices. So it was obviously it was blue, and they had a bird, and then you had like because one of the reasons why I started doing nefarious things in middle school is because I was a free lunch kid.
What
and
the fuck?
It was so when you got the free lunch, I don't know what everybody else like. Now everybody in my son's school, everybody gets free lunch. There's enough Title I kids that just wrote a grant, and it's so that nobody has to face the stigma of feeling like you just have to because that you don't have food.
Oh wow!
They wasn't fucking worried about it. We've been so worried about children's self-esteem that we've become so fucking soft. I had it was a big ass red card for free lunch and like a yellow card for reduced lunch, and the teacher fucking passed it out to you every fucking day. So everybody knew. Now, when I was in elementary school, we was all poor. Nobody knew. In middle school, the middle school I went to, so there was 2 middle schools that everybody on the South Side went to. It was Fairview, and then there was NIMS. Now, NIMS, apparently, it's fucking anarchy, and it's still anarchy to this day. It's a little like, yeah. Like, that's the school that when they say, like, oh, they take the 6th graders and throw them in trash cans, I believe that's how that middle school was. Fairview was wild, too, but Fairview had some of the affluent, we had more people come into Fairview than just, than NIMS. They're right around the corner from each other, but like it worked out. But like, so I went to Fairview. So there was people who didn't eat free and reduced lunch. So they saw how poor you were. And if they didn't see it in your class, because your class knows, I mean, your homeroom teacher, you go to homeroom, they gave that to you. So after homeroom, I'm like, whatever, you go to the lunchroom with everybody now. So now you gotta hand the lady. You gotta hand the card. And the food sucked. The chicken sandwich was a straight. Everybody likes schoolroom pizza. Like, I mean, if you didn't have the good square pizzas, I like the sausage better than the pepperoni. Sausage and cheese better than pepperoni because I don't know why the little pepperonis look like little squares like that. But if it wasn't that, I wasn't fucking with it. But you had a la carte, and that's where I thought the rich people went. Because you could they had a chicken basket, fries, and a Bluebird for like $3. It's a whole combo meal. So I'm not going to lie to you. There are people who know me. Good men ain't great, and great men ain't good. Do the ends justify the means? There's some people who are probably still mad at me to this day that they were basically catering my Bluebird meals, my school lunch combos. They also gave you a real burger, or what I felt like it was a real burger. It was still a patty, but it was better than what they was. Yeah. So like,
it is now $131 a can. I don't know what it was back in the day.
It wasn't $131 a can. Also, if you didn't have a Swifty Peach is one of the best sodas that ever created. Nah, so the gas station was called Swanee Swifty. Oh. And they had their gas station, just like when Dixie still have the soda, I know they still have Check, but they used to have like you have the Pepsi, the Coke vending machine. They had their own vending machine.
Oh, that's wild.
Along with what's the RC Cola? There was an RC Cola vending machine too. RC Cola is that old shit. But anyways, though, bringing back old shit and it can't. Jada, can you see if you can pull it up on yours? The tweet that for the $20 first dates are back. Yes, the first housekeeping. I didn't know what I thought that was. At first, I thought it was. That's crazy. I just looked at that shit. Man, this person's a terrible person. Anyways, apparently at Buffalo Wild Wings, you got a pick six for $19.99. Now, I've told you this is cheaper than Checkers. So I've always told you she don't eat Checkers, she don't eat Ruth Chris. Fuck that bitch. This is free game here. Like if you got to see what she's about. You can't be giving her like creme de la creme out the gate. Don't be no simp. Don't be no sucker. But pick six for $19.99. If they could keep the fountain drink, but everything else might just be for me. Yeah, pull it up, Jaden. This is what you get to choose from. You can get 6 traditional wings. I'm gonna put this in perspective. 12, go to any legit restaurant right now and go try to get yourself 12 wings. I can promise you it's going to be more than $19.99. The price of the wings have gone up way too high. Like it's damn near easy to just take a line, to do a line of Coke than it is to do some damn wings, eat some wings, get some nourishment. Damn, that kind of look good right now. That burger. I don't think that burger was that's down. You get 6 traditional wings, 10 boneless wings, all-American cheeseburger, the classic chicken sandwich, or 3 hand-breaded chicken tenders. You get 2 sides. You get fries, which is the bottom barrel, tater tots, which is the number 1 spud, or wedges, which you get more, which is kind of like damn near a combination. It's like if the fries and the tots had a baby. So I'm going to give them number 2. Bro, I would be flourishing in this environment. This is giving me hope. My son might be able to date some of these thoughts now. Because I wouldn't take it. I was going to tell my son, man, if she don't got the money, dog, we're not going there, dog. Like $20 don't do nothing for you. On any kind of date. And these girls is dating scammers. But B-Dubs for the win. Shout out to B-Dubs. The next housekeeping, just how I feel right now being 40. I wake up mad because I'm in pain. And I don't know why. Like, and then random shit happen. Like my nose is just stuffed. I can't breathe right now. If my nose sounds weird, my voice sounds weird, because everything is congested. But if you check out the next thing, just my David, you're right, dog. I'm telling you, bro. That might be. I'm gonna take myself on a date for lunch. Man, you know what? Yeah. Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna make love to myself. I know it. I know what's happening with me at the end of the night. That's the next. It's the that one. Yeah. I know. Like this is a guaranteed win if you take yourself out on a $20 date. But what up, Bert? All right, this is my 40s, and I know some of y'all a little older than 40, but ow. Let's do right now. Okay.
Yeah, though.
That was pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, man. I didn't want to see that. Like, I didn't want to see that part.
But yeah, when did drinking water become hard? Like,
it's
almost a death sentence sometimes.
Yeah.
It like gets caught in the chest.
Polo Kid said taking a woman on a date is still going to be $100 meal. Oh, you know what? I just thought about something. So I got Rob. Rob gets the 50 for the college football pick'em. Londa, you take that man on you treat that. You go tell him it's on big game. You know what I mean? You'll tell that man in your life, baby, we finna go. Baby, I'm taking you out on a date. Get fancy, get dressed up, get snazzy. Wear that Colagna that I like, the eau de toilette, the perfume. Yeah, 100. He said because she gonna order. Yeah, like in today's, that's still like, brother. Yeah.
Shoot, no, I spent 75 on one the other day.
Ah,
I felt like it was too much.
That is
a little Italian restaurant. I didn't know them numbers be too small. Make those little numbers a little bigger. I have me a bomb primer.
Shout out to Till Dog, making single mothers happy.
Al dente.
All right, so wait a minute. Damn. So I didn't check. So Polo Kid, Polo Kid. That's why it made me remember Polo Kid. We're gonna get you $25 closer to that date. And Londa, go ahead and get that man a meal because y'all both tied for the pick'em. So shout out to y'all for winning that. So I owe y'all something. Inbox me y'all cash apps because I'll be forgetting them shits. Rob, inbox me your cash app too because I'll be forgetting them shits. Go to the next thing. Just gonna tell y'all right now. This is so people know I'm consistent. And I fucks with Miguel Blanco, but like right now, I just need you to just shut the fuck up and win, brother. I don't give a fuck what you guys do. I'm gonna tell you, music does not fuck up practice, dog. Practice fucks up practice. Like, but let's listen to what Mike had to say. It's not gonna be a lot of FSU shit today.
We don't control the atmosphere, but we do control ourselves, and making sure that regardless of any artificial energy or anything that's from the outside, let's make sure we go out there and we control what we do, and it's players, coaches, everybody involved, and ultimately that was something that I just wanted a little change up in regards to that, and because you can hear, you can see where's energy coming from, and it's from everybody. Everybody's being evaluated, and so you get players, you can see who's encouraging, who's not, who's helping, who's communicating, in that, and just obviously make sure that we're bringing the energy that's necessary on every single play.
So they're talking about taking music out of practice. What's funny is everybody was just like, that's why Tag lost because they played that hippity music. And then I told him, I was like, y'all do know Mike be jamming, and them motherfuckers be jamming in practice, but they're not dancing. I'm like, they only dance during breaks. They made it seem like they was Harlem shaking, like while they were doing wide receivers drill. But like the music is not like you're gonna listen to music at every level. Like just you know what? This is what Mike wanted. We're good. This is me being angry Mike Norville saying like he wants to say, well, tell you, fuck the motherfuckers. I'm taking everything away from them. I'm taking the cars. They all living in the dorms, keys, music. They have to earn the right to get everything that they want from me. We'll play music after we win 2 more games. But as of right now, they barely eat. They get ramen. They get ice cream with no sprinkles. You want to know why they don't get sprinkles? Because winners get sprinkles. It's mandated that we have an ice cream machine there already, so it's mandated we give them that. But no sprinkles, no fudge, no nothing, just vanilla.
I think it looked like he's tired of keeping the same energy all the time.
Like it's to be a head coach, man. You got to be a politician, man. You have to say shit that you feel people want to hear.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a phenomenal song that used to come out. It's called "Tell Them What They Want to Hear." I don't even remember the name of the artist, but like he's just singing, "You just tell them what they want to hear." Like that's what you're talking about women, which is true. Like, but most of y'all act like women, so like you just tell people what they want to hear. Lie to me.
Say the most evil things in the sweetest voices.
Oh man, listen, dog.
Just tell them what they want to hear.
That's it. It's like
it's one manipulation.
All you got to do is sing.
Yeah,
like rapping the bad shit. Like, oh, they're talking, but like singing it. Oh, he's so nice. He's so special. Man,
can get you
that part. Next thing, going out of that. But Mike, just tell them the truth, man. Fuck these kids.
Right.
Until they start winning. Mama's got to have a life too. This is what I want y'all women to. No. I wish you would be. I tell you, post your ass all day. That's enjoyment for me. Again, I don't have to go fight no fucking wars for that shit. But I want you to know this is there is nothing new under the sun. One of the greatest movies, I'm Going to Get You Sucker, that ever came out is when the parody movies first started. The Wayans brothers started all of that shit. and it was a parody of all the not superhero movies, but like the live action heroes. That's what it is. Movies. And I want you. This is me again. This is I care about y'all, and I want everybody to win. When y'all be out here living your best life in your 20s, you have sons, and then these sons, because you probably abandoned their father, are looking for father figures. So like, this is what happens when your son comes up and like tries to either find his dad or finds a coach. This is kind of how these conversations go.
Do you remember that woman?
Yeah, I sure do. That's Belle Brown. We used to call her hot chocolate. She had the softest eyes. She had these big old round, brown, firm. You know, she would do this little trick with her mouth where she would.
It's my mother, man.
She was a good woman, your mother. Yes, she was. Absolutely a good woman.
Go back real quick. Is this one thing where you knew he was reminiscing? Right there, when he did the thing with his head, he was like, whew. I'm just telling you guys, like, again, leave a little bit of something to the imagination. I don't want y'all out here, man. I don't want your kids fucked up, man. That's it. That's me, Big Game, saying this. Because I love y'all. Scroll down. People put the gatekeeper out west. Women let too many. We talk about women's intuition, and he was like, women let too many bombs to hit for intuition to be real. Because if every dude is bad, then you know. But let's see what does this comedian have to say about it. I was curious. I just thought it was cool. My timeline is wicked, by the way.
Like I just felt like, you know, like women's intuition was telling me that you cheated on me. I was like, bullshit. Because women's intuition ain't real. It's fake. It is. Okay, if it's so real, if it's so real, how come it couldn't warn you that I wasn't shit in the beginning?
You can hit them with the logic.
Like I just felt like, you know,
and it's true.
like,
but there are some, it won't let you. It'll let you buy. Woman's intuition will have you bypass the good dude to go to the bad dude.
Right. It's just fancy ways to actually do what you want to do. Whether
yes, it's called confirmation bias.
Yeah.
Women are the best at telling people, the best gaslighters, because they are the original gaslighters. Like everything that they say, like they just, you know, it's all good though. But again, I want y'all to win. Just sometimes
it's like going on a diet and saying like, I deserve this burger because I had a hard day. Like, do you want to lose the weight or not? It
just
doesn't.
Accountability. Some, and not all. Again, if this is you, then you got to own the shoe. I'm not saying it's all of y'all. I'm just saying a lot of y'all. It's a very generalized statement, by the way. But accountability in females is like children and vegetables. They don't want any of them. Football. Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Football is great because there are ways that you should like honor people. I probably shouldn't put this one up here, but that's okay. Fuck it. I fucked with a couple Florida fans. Sherm G. I thought it was Greasy. My guy Sherm is cool as hell. He's also Buffalo Bill fans. Shout out to the Bills. I'm one of y'all today. Well, for the rest of the year, y'all did y'all thing. Tampa Bay Strip Club is offering free admission and drinks to linemen. So let's click on that. This is the Dollhouse. Oh man, I hate when they do that. But the Dollhouse, they're offering. Actually, don't click on. Let's read it. Let's read the article since they had to do this. Scroll down. After back-to-back hurricanes, thousands of people are still without power in Tampa Bay, and the biggest local celebrities right here are without a doubt the linemen. Oh, actual linemen. Yeah, give them some titties too. My bad. I thought he was talking about offensive linemen.
What are they talking about then?
Linemen, like the people who hang up the.
Oh my goodness.
Them people who working hard, man.
Yeah, I thought it was.
You know what though was fucked up about this? This is predatory in nature. I've been to the Dollhouse before.
Oh, power up.
Dollhouse is actually not bad. It's one of those good all-inclusive ones. So you can go find whatever you want to find in the Dollhouse. It's not a hood strip club. It's not a black upscale strip club. It's not a white strip club.
Is it the same as the one in Jacksonville?
Nah, kind of, but I wouldn't like this one's a little safer.
Okay.
Like there's 2 major hotels right next to it.
Oh, that's nice.
One thing Tampa takes seriously, it's their strip clubs.
That's good.
One of them, Mons Venus, was world renowned at one point. But I love this. All linemen. Okay, it takes this is really done well.
Yeah, I mean, geez.
I'm really there. Geez, kudos to them. All linemen and emergency responders and anyone helping their neighbors restore the area receive free admission and first drink free. I'm just going in every night saying I help my neighbors.
Yeah.
How do you prove this? How do you prove this? Like, can I just go? How do they have electricity?
Yeah. Well, you can't lose the strip club. You just stripping, popping it by candlelight.
You get Casamigos for $5? It's not bad, man.
The only comment is just 3 claps.
That's messed up, man. Go. They must not believe this is true. Scroll up real quick. Let's see how many followers does the Dollhouse Tampa have for this to only have 1 comment. That's crazy. You know what? Okay, I see. I thought they would have more.
Let me not.
More followers.
Actually, we're already.
I mean,
well, there's one type here. Okay, there's one black girl.
Why you gotta have a black girl with the workers?
And girls in football pads is not hot in any type of way. Just stop that,
bro. For some of these creeps, you never know, man. I've heard some wild stories from even it is extended back in the day. So everybody who knows, who's been listening to this, I am currently in my fantasies a 1980s young drug dealer. Because I'm binge watching Snowfall.
Oh.
In one of the episodes, the girl is working as a call girl, which took me back. Actually, Jaden's young, so I wonder if there's anything of this caliber right here. So, are you aware that people used to call? I hope it wasn't your dad, but that people used to call 800 numbers to have women talk dirty to them.
Yeah, like, that's the 3 a.m. commercials.
Yeah, they still have those. So people still do this.
Yeah, but like,
I didn't even know you still see that, but like that's girl 6, yep. But like it was literally like, so the girl was working there. She was just like, you'd be surprised at what these men want me to do to them. And I'm like, I've heard some of the nasty stuff.
Dang. I can't imagine who
Terramana is better than
Casamigos. Money on that. You can go on the internet.
Like you can literally go on, you can have these conversations on Twitter.
Right.
And then delete them. But then again, people still want the privacy, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. But I feel like I was hoodwinked and bamboozled. Because I definitely thought when they said linemen,
yeah, me too.
that they were talking about offensive linemen. This bothers me. Damn. Finally get to catch a little of a live show. Guess it's time to call you out like the other guys and girls do. I don't know what girls call me out.
Yo, you can't incriminate yourself like that, Kyle.
Kyle lived in Atlanta 10 years and so. Whoa, wait a minute, Miles, Kyle, wow, brother. We don't know what the statute of limitations is on this, but
yeah, he's very specific.
Strippers and Magic City was wild. Magic City is best. Some of the best chicken wings on the planet. All right, Magic City. But all right, go to the next thing. I feel like they've just thought the stripper loved me. USC has this wild thing to raise money, and I love that this fan's boldness, and I'm glad that they won. As long as you pay $1,400, you can walk out with the team. You can wear whatever you want. There are no rules. Shout out to this man, this bold man, for rocking Penn State gear and paying the money.
Oh, wow.
It's not a waste if you got it. I personally would have done something better, but like, you know,
this is pretty good.
This is cool. You know what? And his stature makes me believe that ain't nobody really just finna fuck with him like that. Like you might, but you might have a little tussle on your hands. Let's see how he interacted with the team.
Let's go, Seven. Let's go, Seven. Woo! Let's go, Woody. We got the Seven.
Oh, no, that's the right.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
I mean, he is. I mean, all of those other people who did it, they're real. You can see from that.
Let's go.
No, that's the thing. That's the cheerleader here. That's yeah. Nah, they're gonna have to get some real changes. But normally, I'm sure he had to have something else on because, for example, when Florida State played South Florida a few years ago, actually, I had a kid I was training who played for South Florida, and I actually lost track of that kid. That kid ended up getting like into acting and a whole bunch of other stuff. He played at Ponte Vedra High School. Yeah, Kyle. Yeah, Kyle. That 6 years is not. You know what? Just don't Vlad TV me. You volunteered that information. But anyways, they don't let you in if you're wearing opposing teams' colors. Like I had on Florida State gear, but we were at South Florida, and they was like, "You can't wear that." And I was like, "Damn," because I was getting tickets from a South Florida player. Like, so I had to like get another shirt, and then I just got in, and then wore my Florida State shit once I got in. But that's interesting. A lot of times, though, this is why I always say I feel sympathy for people who actually get accosted. I don't feel sympathy for people who start shit. But shout out to him. He got the thrill of his life, and Penn State won in the game due to Lincoln Riley's incompetence, as we talked about on Monday's show. Polo Kid put he could have sponsored the whole village. You know what? You're right. I'm going to speak on this too. I saw a lady who has the best donuts in the city. Have you ever been to Sonati's Bakery? Go to Sonati's, especially this time of year. You know what they got? And I know people say this is what basic bitches do. They got pumpkin donuts. Don't go to Dunkin' Donuts to get your pumpkin donuts.
Oh yeah.
They got the best. That's literally like the only time of year I go. I was mad they canceled our game last week at Fletcher because it's right around the corner from Sonati's, and I was gonna go get some donuts. But like, get you some pumpkin donuts. They're dope. But she's just they're Christians, but it's like that Christian shit. Like we Christians because we go to church on Sunday, but like we're staunch. I always put this with conservatives because they're only conservative in certain aspects. And right now, everybody's talking about the kill baby bill because I'm all for women's rights, but just know you're killing a baby, and it's okay because it's not there yet. But you are killing something. So they're like, you can't say you love God or God is good and then kill babies. And I'm like, okay, I agree. But you guys also say you can't say you serve God and then don't want to send your money to other countries.
Right.
And they're like, well, they should be focusing money on our country. Well, then, okay, then you shouldn't say, then don't do fucking mission trips. Well, you can go on a fucking mission around the corner. You can go up the north side and do a mission trip. Then say that that's their problems. Again, it's just a lot of contradictory shit. So like when people be like, you can sponsor the whole village for $1,400. Yeah, I didn't want to. Fuck them kids in that village. Like these people telling that to me all the time. Like I could give, I don't spend other people's money. I guess that's my problem. Like whatever you do with your bread, you do with your bread from your heart. But like, to try to be good is contradictory because no matter what decision you make, something bad had to have happened from that. Even with coffee. If you understand the drug game, you understand the coffee game. Coffee is coming from the same places that some of these the good drugs are coming from. People, they got like coffee wars documentaries and shit. So like, I don't give a fuck. I want my coffee. So shit happens sometimes. I'm lucky to be on this side of the planet. But we have our own set of problems on this side of the planet. And the thing is, truth is, no one cares. All right, go to the next thing. So, again, speaking of, in order for good things to happen to me, bad things have to happen to some people sometimes. I did a $10 parlay, $10 12-leg parlay. This man did a $10 15-leg parlay. Do they click on it, or is it just a picture? Okay, yeah, it's just a picture. All right, cool. He had the Yankees, and then I think he had every NFL game that he got right, except this last one. So it's $10 wager. Could have made $123,000. Going into the game, they offered him $36,725.24. I ain't mad at him for not taking that. Because if you're on Hard Rock does this thing where it gives you cash outs at certain points. So it's going to get higher. You just let the kick happen, and let's just see what AA Ron does. All right, so click out of that. So, but actually, we can get the fan involvement. Show of hands, how many people would have just stopped right now? Like $36,000 or the $10 bet. Is that enough for you when you've gone this far? Because I want to hear what you guys have to say, because I'm with it. But then now go to the next one, because the story gets deeper. All right, we got some people who would have done that. Let's listen to this guy going into it with his $10 wager. It's always somebody who looks like this, but I'm sure he has a decent amount of income. Like, just it's that. If I had to do a generalization and they told me to draw a middle-aged or mid-30s white guy, but he could be in his 20s for all we know. Some of these guys aged horribly. But this is what he would look like. But let's listen to what he has to state on this. This is before the game.
Hey guys, I'm James here. One pick away from turning $10 into $123,000. This is insane. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm going to cash out. Might wait till halftime, see how it's going. Honestly, I'm pretty confident Jets are going to win. They're home. Bills are pretty banged up on defense. I know it's really tough, underdog, but I don't know. I'm just feeling good about it.
Now,
hey guys, I'm James here.
He brings it
one pick
up,
away.
But and it's true. I actually was sweating. James Cook, before this game, was ruled out. Now, mind you, I did not know they had a dude named Ray Ray. If y'all don't remember watching this show, Ray Davis was the dude from Kentucky that ran through, around, and into every University of Florida player. Like, he rushed for damn near a season's worth of yards on UF last year. I didn't know they had little Ray in them, but I was sweating. But I didn't take off my bet. But he was feeling confident. Let's go to the next thing. We see people with a cash, a good amount of people. Okay, so a couple people would have cashed out. All right, at 36. I ain't mad at you. 36,000, that's a salary. That's a human salary.
Right.
Now, halftime. Halftime, just for context, because I'm going to get into mine, I was nervous, and I wasn't even anywhere near this. But this is what they offered him. Would you have taken the cash out here at $29,000? This is what was he saying.
What a beautiful pass by Aaron Rodgers. That just saved my parlay. Hopefully he keeps it going in the second half. Cash out is at $30,000. I am just going to let it ride. Defense needs to step it up, though. Josh Allen's going to blow it like he always does. He's going to throw a timely interception. I already know what's happening. $123,000. It's coming here. Let's go.
All right.
What a beautiful pass by Aaron Rodgers. That just saved my parlay. Hopefully he keeps it going in the second half.
That's interesting.
Cash.
So now that Hail Mary did fuck me, because I was like gonna be able to get a little bit more. That one lucky play and some penalties just really fucked it up. Well, what did he did at one point? I believe somebody, because the Jets got it close. His parlay got up to like 80K. That's probably right when I would have been like, you know what, the gods have given me an out. Well, here's where he cashed out at, for those who want to know. Still good. Still good. Not bad. Made more money than me still.
And this is off of $10.
And it's off of $10, but you can't, like, it's not people say, well, you still want, it's not at that point. It's not about how much you actually made off of the $10 bet. What you're thinking about is how much you lost by not cashing out.
Right.
So not only did you lose the ability to make $123,000, you lost the ability. You really lost $31,000.
Damn, bro, that hurts my. Because I can't assume how much he makes a year, but like you said, that's a salary.
Now, there are ways to hedge your bets. And I thank Luke, I thank the good people on social media for giving me this idea, even though your idea did cost me a couple $100, by the way. Just letting you know. Could have had nuts and just went with the whole thing, but also probably who knows what would happen. So let's look at the next thing. I always talks about, but why he should have cashed out is because of this right here. If you watch the game, if you watch the game, it was the most sloppy game I've ever seen. Penalty, 204 yards in penalties. Like, Breece Hall had 169. I mean, Breece Hall should have, by himself, should have won that game. Breece Hall also got tripped by an Asian safety. So he doesn't, like, that's just God's will. Ray Davis had 152 yards. Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen were throwing that thing, going back and forth. The Hail Mary was exciting. I don't know how some of y'all gamble for a living. I ain't built for this life, dog. I was in that thing like, go click on mine. So what I did was, and you can see the whole math there, I cashed out. I cashed out at $1,200, but I'm not gonna just tell you I was confident. Go to I had $284 from the winnings left in my Hard Rock account. So I put 284 on the Jets.
Are these straight win-loss bets?
Straight money line. Yep, win-loss. So I had $284 on the Jets, which would have got me like $600. So I started doing the math. And so what I'm doing this whole night is looking at the cash outs. And it's like the stock exchange. One point, the Jets win cash out, I got to 400. So you see what I cashed out at 48, 42. Go back. I got my cash out. I would have won the full 1,500, the 14, close to $1,500. That's why I rounded up. I would have won the $1,500 that I won my parlay. I cashed out at $1,200. That was the highest cash I'd have had, but I could have won it. Now, what I started doing was X out of that mouse. I started doing math. Scroll up. I did $1,453 minus $284. That was my investment. That got me $1,169. So, but if I cashed out at that moment, which I did, I made $1,253.35. I said, I'm going to win. I'm going to go with the higher number. I cashed out of that bitch. Now, if I'd have had some real ball, because the game was too back and forth. I wanted to cash out at the 320, but then I think Aaron Rodgers threw the fucking. Something happened. Oh, they stopped Aaron. They kept doing some things, and it just made me just sit there and stay. But bottom line is that shit is fucking stressful. I don't know how the motherfucker did all of that shit with the $123,000. I'm just giving him what I would have done. I would have cashed out at the 80. I'd have cashed out at the 36. I'd have cashed out at the 29,000. But I was sitting there wondering what would I do if we hit and I didn't do and I just left. Because they wanted me to cash out at $620. everybody told me, James, it was a 680, something like that, 600 something. Take the money, James. Take the money. That's almost half. That's almost half. I'm like, I've come too far to give up now. And I don't know if I can help you guys with parlays. I would never take my advice. I am getting my ass whooped in our sports den, NFL, pigskin pick'em. I didn't even get 12 right in the pigskin pick'em. I only got 11 right. But imagine, and what I'm really thinking about though, is if I would have just picked the Bears instead of the damn Jaguars.
I mean, you put $10 on the Patriots to beat the Jags, it's a $63 payout.
I don't think that's happening, but I might just put that just because Jags going Jag. Damn, that's interesting. Anyway, all right, so go to the next thing. But parlays are fun when you win. I hit 2 this weekend, but man, them things were stressful. But I don't know. It makes you want to watch the game. All those games I had some kind of benefit in watching. Because the Bengals-Giants game was a little bit too close for me, too. The Falcons and the Panthers. The only game that gave me some joy was watching the Lions beat the shit out of the Cowboys. On to the next. My God, Blake talking about. Just some of the stuff from the game, like just some of the penalties are so punk. Aaron Rodgers got a roughing got a unnecessary roughness call in his favor while he was getting sacked because the guy landed on him. You can't put your body weight on quarterbacks.
Wasn't he trying?
He was trying to strip the ball, and he was trying to strip the ball and turn his body, but got some of the. But mind you, you can put all your body weight on any other position. It's just the quarterbacks. You talk about pretty privilege. They're about to change it now, though, because have you noticed how many black quarterbacks are in the league now? We're tougher. That's what they're going to say. Go to the next thing. But just some aspect, it was a crazy game, though. Robert Salah thought that they were going to win, but this is him celebrating, a picture of him celebrating with his $20,000 a day, the Jets losing. Now, I've said this guy looks like some of everybody. Robert Salah, who was Jason Taylor, the dude from American Gods. Go find a picture. Somebody find a picture of Robert Salah so we can put it side by side. Give a fuck. Aaron Rodgers been getting paid a lot of money and been shitty too. Tua get paid a lot of money and still runs himself into stupidity. There's a lot of guys. Hell, Trevor Lawrence laying on Trevor ass. Please. Don't tell me it's about. My problem is just tell me we're not kidding the quarterbacks because they get paid too much. Don't tell me it's about the safety of the fucking game. It's not. It's not safe. It's an unsafe sport. Diana watching. Gotta tell people when they text me they're watching it. I'm like, hey man, I need you to not watch on that one. Watch on this. On this one. I mean, if you put a bunch of jury on them, can we put both of those up at the same time or no? Just yeah. Well, that's not in the way that you have it. Put the middle one, middle gray, like no, I'm saying like on the different views, Miles. Up one more. Yeah, click that one, and then
That's like 3 people.
yeah, I'm saying take me, well, take my actual face off. I got you. I see what you're saying with that. Now add case. Oh damn, you still can't. Oh, all right, never mind. So dog, we know Maria Taylor. She's cool, but she's I don't even want to say shit because then I feel like if I say it how I want to say it, then it's derogatory. But her passes, but she's kind of built like a juice box. Like she's not so tall. But like she can dress. But some of her football takes are pretty good though. But all right, going to the next thing. It's gonna be a short show today. We all got stuff to do. Yeah, football. That was football is great. Let's listen to. I'm all for consistency. Joe Klatt kind of wants some things to happen that need to happen, but I'm not sure if I wanted that. If I want it to happen in the manner in which he's saying. He's upset about defensive pass interference and just how we don't know what DPI. We don't know what any PI is. DPI, OPI, everything just is random, completely random. So let's listen to what Joel has to say and go with that. Oh, Joy, not Maria Taylor. It's Joy Taylor. Joy Taylor's who I was talking about. It wasn't Maria. It's Joy. She's cute, though.
That is 100% pass interference. There's not a doubt in my mind. If I told you earlier that when I talk to officials, what you need for OPI is extension of the arm, what you need for DPI is a restriction of the ability to catch the football, to make a move on the football. So it doesn't matter if the corner had his eyes on the football or not. If he's making contact before the ball arrives that restricts the ability of the wide receiver to make a play on the football, that's defensive pass interference, which that clearly was. And no, the ball wasn't thrown out of bounds. It was 6 inches from the wide receiver's arm, which was being contacted before it arrived. So 100%, that was defensive pass interference. And it has been egregiously inconsistent throughout college football. We had the OPI against Ohio State in that game. We had two defensive pass interference calls that probably should have gone against Penn State in overtime, didn't. Fair. We had that pass interference call against Colorado, didn't turn out to be the correct call. And then you've got the bad review in the Miami Cal game. And it's like you can have example after example after example after example of poor officiating. And I personally believe that officiating at the conference level needs to be moved to the national level. Because the problem is that there is at least an appearance or could be an appearance of bias towards the more quality team in your conference, because a conference has incentive to keep their good teams good, because their good teams can go make them a lot of money in the postseason. Okay. So there is a financial incentive to keep your good teams good, get more teams in your conference into the college football playoff. And yet it's conference run officiating. It's conference run replay. Well, that doesn't make much sense, does it? No, it doesn't. So at least let's avoid the illusion or narrative or possibility of bias and move to a national.
The only thing I have with what he's saying and what he's like, what do you think is going to happen on a national level? They want the best games in the college football playoff. So they want the best teams, the best stories. The SEC and the Big Ten run this bitch. What do you think is going to happen when they play on the college football playoff? I do think there needs to be some kind of standard, and there needs to be this should be at least starting with this is the only job that you can have, and paying the officials enough money. But there's got to be more oversight to all of this shit, because there have been some really bad calls, and referees are the most sensitive, this most sensitive bunch of motherfuckers on this planet. Very, 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 very much so need to go to Alpha Clinic Online, which I have not talked about today. A lot of y'all need to go get your hormone levels checked. A lot of bitch in you. And not in a good way. And if some of you ladies, you're losing the inner bitch in you. We need y'all to get your hormone levels checked, because y'all acting too much like the dudes. Fatherless generation. Mama gotta, especially for y'all, mama gotta have lives too. Need y'all to keep that up, that energy. We love y'all. We want to be able to see the figures. And that's what Alpha Clinic Online can do for you. Help get that figure back so that you can post these sexual pics so that your sons can get picked on in the locker room for our enjoyment and our consumption. It's what life is about. It's an American dream. All right, next thing, Miles. Now, I hate to get political. I don't want to be political, man. And I asked if this was CGI. I asked if this was out of context. I mean, AI. I mean, the AI is getting better now.
Yeah.
I literally thought Young Jeezy had a problem with his penis size on Twitter the other day. Like, they had this thing where he's like, I wasn't confident in my manhood, so I had to take. The girls was laughing at me, and I'm this big time entertainer, and I had to take this pill so that I could get. I'm like, that's not Jeezy. But the voice matched. Like, if it wasn't like the voice matched up with an old interview, like the stuff that they did, we've done on here that we shown with Dabo Sweetie saying what he really wants to say. Like, they're getting the voices down pat now, man. It's scary. 4-5 be saying some wild shit, and a lot of it's funny to me. And I don't care who you vote for. I don't care what your thoughts are. I'm just tired of us trying to make people tough guys that aren't tough guys. Just like I talked about on Monday's show with the old dude. Like, this is a guy who's self-proclaimed, never been in a fight, but y'all say he's gonna stand up to Putin, who we know Putin be scrapping. Putin, KGB, former KGB. Old, he's old. We said Biden, Sleepy Joe, but he like 2 years younger than Sleepy Joe. And he's just like, I just saw a thing where a guy asked him, what you going to do about jobs and keeping small businesses afloat. And he talked about gas and electric cars. Like, he's just very bad, very bad, very bad, very bad. But it's hilarious. Also, I don't know if a lot of y'all have ever shot an AR. I happen to like my AR-15s. But if they ask me, but I also know it's useless. I can't hunt with them. Can't do nothing but terrorize and blow up shit with it. And I love it. Not necessarily technically blow up shit, but like if I shoot you and hit your torso, you're not. Like, you saw the rapper who's dead now from Fulio. Motherfucker got hit with an AR in the ankle, and we saw a hole like the size of cartoons. I'm shocked he didn't lose a foot. That being said, where I draw the line is, you can play bad. You don't have to play football. But your reasoning for playing football, and I know, and I posted this, and somebody thought I was making it about race. I didn't even get anything with race because I know where the fuck he grew up at. He's the only rich person that poor people say they identify with. Like, he literally has never had to get it from the mud. He said, he tried to make it seem like I got a small $5 million loan from my father. I can't loan my son $500, let alone $5 million, and then he got the inheritance. But also, is that the vagina sign? Showing his hands right there? I'm just joking. You know how people make all these statements with hand signals and gestures. I'm like, this man's just resting in. Sometimes little ladies just resting in hands. But I know he's from an affluent area, so he ain't never really been around them cats like that. And he grew up he went to high school, like he's older as my grandma. So he was in high school in like the fucking my grandma's 39, was born in 39. So that means she would have went to high school. She went to high school in the fucking 60s, bro. In rich New York. Again, a guy who grew up a New York liberal is in charge. This is not the Republican Party that I signed up for. This is not Reagan. Reagan is looking up at us and rolling over in his grave right now. It's just rolling over in hell while Nancy's giving the devil a blowjob. But let's push play just so y'all can hear what I heard, and y'all can help me with the interpretation. Because sometimes I don't hear shit right.
No, I didn't like it. I played tight end.
Yeah. Can block.
And I didn't
catch
like,
the whole thing.
you
had some hands. We got Delaney Walker
I
behind.
could catch the ball good, but I didn't particularly like having some guy that was lifting weights all day long and came from a bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
And he sees me, and they were tackling hard. And I played football too. I didn't particularly like it.
What position were you?
My president say they were tackling hard and I didn't like it?
Don't forget forget lifting weights in bad neighborhood part. You know,
I'm not worried about the bad neighborhood part as much just as everybody else, man. A bad neighborhood to him is relative. He grew up fucking rich. My neighborhood is bad compared to his neighborhood.
Right. And why would he want young James Coleman to tackle him? That's my point.
I'm fucking him. I'm fucking him up because I need to fuck him up in order to get what I need to get. It's really nothing personal in the reality of the situation. It's nothing personal.
And I don't think it's about race in this situation.
I don't think it is. I just think what happened was I don't want to be around a bunch of guys who are strong, diesel, whipping my ass every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Whipping my ass every day because I'm fucking rich.
Yeah,
that's what he's saying. Exactly. I'm rich. Why do I need this shit? Is what he should. I would have had way more respect for that, right? That's the real. Just be.
That is it. That's exactly.
Everybody like he doesn't. He's the part that bothers me isn't the fact that it was soft as shit when he says, and they were tackling me hard. It's the fact that Trump be saying the real shit that everybody be thinking sometimes. And this is when he decided to not say it. I'm fucking rich. You're not. That's why I don't want to play football. The problem is Trump is the prototypical fucking tight end size. Let them tell it. Definitely was Italians then. It wasn't black. It wasn't the black. It wasn't the blacks.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably that.
Because then, they was doing, it was.
He's talking like Greece.
That's the bad guys. That's the thing. I promise you guys. I don't think it was it was just the Sharks versus Jets. Let's go outside. We're going to hold hands and we're going to do the knife fight, the knife dance. I didn't want to be around a bunch of guys like that. That's what I'm saying, Jason. They were playing other boarding schools. You want to know the funny thing is? From what people tell me during that time, listening to his story, and this is what I used to like kind of, I actually read, before these people became our leaders, I used to I did not fuck with them, but I used to read about them. So I knew about the Central Park Five. I knew about the housing discrimination, but I also knew about the guys who went to his parties. That's why I was joking. Like when I heard Luke say he went to a Trump party in the 80s and he had to leave early because it was wild, I'm like, what the fuck did he see? But I say that to say is he's from Queens. The money during that time was in Manhattan. So even it is his dad racist, but got it out the mud because he grew up tougher than Trump did, but he did well. Like they considered Queens to be the less affluent. So he was one of the rough guys that he's crying about. He was that to the rich people then.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yes, an extremely good neighborhood.
You talk about in comparison.
But so all right, so I had a kid that I used to train. I coached him at Ponte Vedra. Dad was in insurance. He was the middleman between you getting the money in your policy buyout and he always got a percentage of it. Polo kid, exact. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give you this example: $2.95 and 9.8 in Jacksonville and Bay Meadows. New money. It's frowned upon by Bay Meadows and San Jose. Old money. Now, none of us like the middle because that's now where the old money fled the first time. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's like a little rough part on Bay Meadows when you're driving that just makes it like, it's a little rough. Because when you make that right, you go to Wholesome. Wholesome used to be the money high school. If you look at a lot of if you really look at a lot of the projects or the hood schools, they used to be decent neighborhoods. But that's where where white flight happened. Again, a lot of y'all have to realize that. But what I'm saying is the guy he was like the neighborhood. He's like, I made $5 million a year. I was the poor person in our neighborhood. They lived in California where there was a lot of money in this neighborhood. He said, I move out here. I'm the rich guy. Everybody wants to talk with me. I just want to make sure that I've got enough to eat. But here's what I want. And I posted this, and then somebody talked about Sleepy Joe. I said, guys, we got to stop arguing with comparisons. If you want to tell me that Sleepy Joe's an old man and the pussy ain't gonna fight nobody, I can agree with you on that. But we can also agree that this was a soft-ass statement. One of the things that we as football players say all the time is, how many basketball players did you make? And I made a lot of basketball players. And basically, my president said he was made into a basketball player, which I doubt he was a basketball player. He might have been. I don't know what other sports he played. But I do know it's fucking hilarious to hear this. Again, it's just like Rafael Cruz. Like, I pick on how y'all try to make me believe Rafael Cruz is this tough guy when that guy who said he didn't want to play football because he got hot and sweaty and they was tackling hard called your wife hideous and you ain't do shit about it.
Yeah, they're not at all tough. That's 100% true. I mean, but I think most rich people look at football and sports as like,
oh, that's a toy.
Own the team.
Now, again, I don't mind that because he tried that.
Yeah.
But this is when people try to say, oh, he's a billion. I'm like, nah, he's maybe a name, but here's when you know it. This is how you know money. And somebody put in there that they don't, the OGs with money, his friends owned NFL teams.
Yeah.
And they did not let him own an NFL team, which is why he tried to sue the NFL back in the day with the, was it the USFL? Yeah, United States Football League. And he had the New York Barons, which went bankrupt. But he had them, but you got to have, your money has to be like 75% fluid that you're going to buy the team with.
Okay.
And he didn't have that. And it wasn't the $1 billion teams then.
Right.
It's like now you definitely can't get into it.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Just they ain't tough. And he definitely ain't gonna bonk his head.
That was just wow. They were tackling too hard.
Yeah. It's wild because he sells the tough.
Right. That's the thank you, man. I'm just like, that's the only problem is.
Yeah.
That's what it was. New Jersey Journal. I appreciate you, Jason. Fact check me. I ain't bad at that. I wasn't alive. Oh, I was alive, but I was like an infant then. I had to read about this shit. I just knew they wouldn't let him in the league. And that's when I realized that I wanted to own people, not because of USFL, that the NFL owners got own people money.
Yeah.
It's not their net worth why you buy it. It's the fact that they know that you're coming. Like, imagine like $2 billion, right? $2 billion. $2 billion. And 75% of that is liquid capital. Like, you can't go get a $2 billion loan because they like, ew, pew, stinky, poor. It smells like poor people in here. Like, imagine being able to qualify for a $2 billion loan and they tell you you're poor. Get away from me. It's a wild situation, dog. But I just would I would love to be rich poor or wealthy poor. Like that still seems cool. Like but speaking of that, and America being made great again, we do have an icon that is becoming an NFL owner. In fact, it's two. I can't remember the second one, but the Tom Brady, shout out to Tom. The NFL has the owners approved his bid to become a minority owner for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, wow.
So Tom Brady now can do that. And then he can buy more shares. Once you get in, you can buy more shares. Yep. I remember that the brother with he's super wealthy. But it's odd because Tom Brady is making like $20 million a year to announce football games. So there's some things that he cannot do. So now he has job restrictions. So technically he bought into the ownership part that owns him. Don't know how that works. Richard Seymour, that's what I was thinking of. Two Patriots legends Three Finger Bob Kraft wouldn't let them buy into the Patriots, but the Raiders and the Davis family let him buy into that. But Jason Hayes, you asked a great question, Miles. If we go to the next thing, this is how it affects his broadcasting deal. Here's how this will affect his day-to-day life. Brady's restrictions. He's not permitted to be in another team's facility. Yeah, which means he can't do like any walkthroughs. He's not permitted to witness practice. So he can't watch anybody's practice because that gives him a leg up. He's not permitted to attend broadcast production meetings either in person or virtually, which means that's a lot that goes into that. Now, we don't do any of this shit, but other shows, what happens is you get show notes, they give you injury reports, they give you a bunch of information so that you can get prepped so that when you do your broadcast, you can speak intelligently. So he's going in that bitch cold, freestyling. Prohibited from publicly criticizing game officials and other clubs because he's an owner. Now he can't say, well, that was a stupid call because he's swaying your public opinion. Now he cannot gamble. I'm sure he doesn't really give a fuck about that. Yeah. And he has to be careful with how he talks to other players because he is now subject to the NFL's anti-tampering policy. So makes his job a little bit difficult. But he's pretty good at it, so I'm sure he'll get around it. And I'm pretty sure that if at the end of the day, he can walk away. You know, people still say he fumbled that Brazilian model, the old model.
The richest model.
She is the richest model. But what I'm saying is, you know what she doesn't have? She doesn't own another NFL. She doesn't own an NFL team.
Oh.
She's got tits, but we can buy some new tits. When you own an NFL team. And he's with Al Davis. And he's in Vegas. You know what there's plenty of in Vegas? Hips, tips, and fingertips. Hips, lips, and fingertips. But going to the next thing. Just crazy, though. Still a wild world. Jags. I just thought that was funny. This literally is so racist, yet so racist, but yet so real. Because the mustache won. Shai doesn't have a beard, though, and he does have the mustache. And this is like they have roots on this man. I don't know what's going on with the Jags. And people and everybody is, again, maybe I can put quarterbacks in the accountability situation because quarterbacks don't take accountability either. And everybody wants to protect quarterbacks. So Mike McDaniel, if you go to the next one, Miles, it's true. Michael DeRocco, Mike McDaniel responded to me. Mike DeRocco is the one who kind of sounds a little bit like Patrick Mahomes that covers the Jags. After the Jags dropped 4 potential touchdown passes on Sunday, I went back and checked. Since Trevor Lawrence entered the league in 2021, the Jaguars have dropped 113 passes per ESPN research, most in the league and 21 more than the second-place team, the Kansas City Chiefs. I want to put something in perspective right here. Now, Patrick Mahomes drops a lot of passes because Patrick Mahomes, you don't know where the fuck the ball's coming from. He does a lot of scramble drills and a lot of things where he just throws that bitch up. And then sometimes there's fucking Kelsey's down there somewhere. If a rookie, since his rookie year, if you have had 113 passes dropped, and you've had a lot of different wide receivers drop those passes. You know what? Before I get into that, if I'm always in bad situations, like I'm constantly in bad situations, who's at fault at some point? Happens if it's one wide receiver that's dropping all of them, get rid of that wide receiver. If every wide receiver is dropping your passes, y'all tell me what y'all think that actually says. I'm intrigued in what other people think about that. Because to me, it seems like maybe you just throw an uncatchable fucking football. If everybody is dropping your passes. Now, wide receiver's job, they get paid a lot of money to be able to catch the ball. But I'm also saying between the drops and the fact that you throw that, you sell that bitch over people's heads a lot, we got to start looking at the person who really is the fucking problem. And that might be where we find the solution to win fucking games. That, and why the fuck do you keep throwing to people who drop the ball? Because fuck you, Trevor. Had you thrown the ball, that touchdown to Brian Thomas Jr., I would have hit another fucking parlay. Except for you threw it to Gabe Davis twice, and Gabe dropped a wide ass open touchdown, and you gave him 2 more opportunities. Brian dropped one One, damn it. And you didn't go back to him. Matter of fact, the one that he dropped had you thrown it to Brian Thomas Jr., who was wide the fuck open. We wouldn't have had this problem. And I would have had $500 extra. Fuck you, Trevor. I might have to put that $10 on the Patriots now. And then I'll say it on TV that I put $10 on the Patriots. I got $63 fucking dollars because your ass decided that you want to be throwing uncatchable footballs. They've had wait a minute. Whoa, Polo. Now that's false. Like Tank Davis has had like five runs. Like he had one where he got hawked down, and then he had a 75-yard touchdown run. In their sole win. Yeah, Jason Haynes, you're right. Dude from we do need to do that series, Surviving Urban Meyer. Like that was a very rough time. Everybody, like 1010 Excel gave up their booty. So I mean, they spread cheeks like a Diddy party. For Urban Meyer, man. Like, got rid of popular shows to give him more airtime. And it definitely could have kept Minshew, but Minshew's is going to be a career journeyman backup. All right, go to the last. I think it's the last thing, hopefully. All right. I don't know what was wild. Oh, yeah. This is what happens. We lost. So part of me wants to just Robert Owens, you brought up the truth. I told y'all the real reason problem, and they need to go. Again, this is me watching Snowfall. You got to be willing to do what you got to be willing to do. And, you got to be willing to kill your family sometimes in order to prosper. Trevor got to get rid of his wife. I think he'll win. He'll win more games. But between her being pregnant, women don't realize how unchill you are sometimes when it comes to football. And Trevor needs to focus. Because you know who doesn't? He clearly doesn't. This motherfucker clearly doesn't have a wife. And this is what I'm starting to see on our timeline more and more. In the personification of how some of you guys tweet. Y'all tweet like men who dress like women. The jacket is very much so Jon Snow. The pants, though, give me in the shoes, give me like work, give me work like female power suit. And the chin and the hair. This isn't who is this? This is who the Jags lost. Can we look in the comments? You got to tell me who this is. Is this a fast switch? Oh, fast twitch. My bad. Okay. Scroll down. I keep laughing my ass off. Okay. I need to know who this is. Oh, they put Slay.
Oh, this dude, he's gay and he'll say the most.
Nigga. Slay bitch ass nigga.
Well, he definitely
Slay
order. Not only did he
kind of slides it.
Joanne definitely looks like Joanne the scammer. I remember that. Do you ever remember her or him? It was a dude that dressed up like a woman, and he was like, "I'm over here minding my own white rich business," and like it would be stuff that they say that I used to be that shit was funny. Yo, who is it in the comments? Do we know? All right. Here's what the Jags lost to and why I'm mad. It's not that the community can't be. Is that Kyle Gordon? Go up. Oh. Is that what that is? He does look like Sean Wayne's a little bit.
Yeah, it's Kyler Gordon.
All right. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I know these names, but I don't be knowing what they look like without their helmet.
Or you gotta pretend to be confident in what you're wearing, but he's all in his head.
Oh man, like, do you really want to be like tackled by a guy like that? I kind of don't know what's going on. Is this the way? Is this the secret to the Jags? Jason did notice that he called him a band, but he's not from he's not from Florida. He's from apparently in Washington State. This is okay. This is acceptable. I don't know Washington State vernacular, whatever, but like we lost to a dude that gets French tip fingernails and wears lip gloss at quarterback. And we lost to RuPaul. Like, they should have put "You Got to Work it, girl. Do your thing. Damn day." Again, I keep telling people, I think these guys are making choices. I just saying RuPaul, and RuPaul was popular in the 90s when I was coming up, and I know the fucking song because it was being, I guess, pushed on us. And you know what I never turned into? A 6'2" drag queen. Guys, it's a conscious decision to suck a dick, man. Stop acting like you can't catch the gay. It's in you. It's in him. And you know what? Fuck it. He's balling. They're 4-2. They're 4-2. Give me some. Oh, I almost let my grandmama slip out of me. I was gonna say, give me some 4-2 F words, and I'm gonna be happy. And I am happy. Told y'all, man. That's what's gonna change. Like that comedian said, it's gonna take the community to beat the University of Alabama in a football game, and then they'll have all their rights restored. Man, hold on, man. Like, definitely smell. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if that's a good thing to smell like baby oil, because he might have just got.
What is baby oil?
I'm just saying, like baby oil. Did he baby oil or another one? Long story short, I'm gonna end the show with this on a Wednesday. I saw this, and I felt this was the most wholesome video that I've seen. He created some women who were going through some things into some bad bitches. I'm talking about, I don't know. This man, like, ladies, one, I'm happy he did this for these ladies. Because obviously they had some issues. But y'all need to find out whoever the fuck he is, and that needs to be your, like, that he is good. But y'all just sit here. I'm assuming he just found bitches women who came in down on their luck and said, don't worry. And I know he's zesty. He got to be zesty. All the ones who are good at this are zesty. But he transformed their life, and I want to give props to that.
The line.
Plus, she is clearly I'm gonna give her 5. She's not ugly. We don't know what's going on here.
She has a cute face.
Yeah, I'm saying you can see it, and it's just like, baby, what's going on? What's wrong? Is everything okay? And then let's just push that. I mean, then she goes to
something burnt her scalp.
Yeah, too much perming. Like using that just they had let it sit too long.
Facts.
Like, I was like, matter of fact, hold on. She could not be on a milk carton. Like, that's not the same person, dog.
You can see she got a cute nose, lips.
I'm saying the cute nose, but you can see it, but I'm like, that's.
And then there's the makeup, right?
The makeup is definitely enhanced. This is why I tell people makeup is voodoo.
Yeah,
But I mean, look, I didn't even. She put on another dress, right? They got them in different clothes too. Oh no!
Why the dress?
What the fuck?
Better now?
Yeah, they hold up. What did they strippers?
Angles, I guess. Right now,
he told her. Now what he told? I see what it is. Go back. Look at her shoulders.
slumped.
They told him, "Hey, girl, straighten out your chest and fly right, girl."
She looked like she lost weight.
She damn sure do, man. Damn that neck. Look at them earrings.
Yeah.
All right, man. Shout out to him, man. There's no way. There's nothing you can do with this. Does she got a tongue ring? All right, she's not. Oh, yeah. Come on. Damn.
That color is wild.
Yeah.
You can do color crazy. Look at that. Super saturated.
Oh, that hurt me. Oh, man. Oh, man. I'm so happy for her.
Yeah,
I don't know what she's going through, but she needed that. I know she makes a mean banana pudding, dog. I want some of her food right now. I wanted it before, but no fucking way. Give me that gilf. Go back. There's what the hell did he do to her? Scroll. There's no way. No.
It's the makeup right now. Her face is
Did he
brighter.
make up her neck? It all matches. It's the lighting.
Cool.
It's got to be the lighting. They had a bad light. Now it's like, man, that's not the same woman.
You see, she's like more orange now. Boom.
Man, that boy, that's the granny right there. I'm telling you, I see her. She gonna make you. She gonna lay it down on you. She gonna take her teeth out and she gonna treat you to something that you ain't never had before. And then she gonna tell you to sat down somewhere. I got a peach cobbler in the oven waiting for you. I need you to get your nutrition and your strength up so we can do this again.
I don't think these are filters, Polo.
I don't know, man. Like I think the lighting is different, but
slightly.
But still, like
it's mostly the makeup.
Kudos to them. This is why I don't like makeup.
Yeah,
telling you, man. Listen, freak game. This is why I tell y'all. Even if she old, bitch, she a freak. Paint her face, dog. Paint her face. So she got to scrub that makeup out of her.
I don't think y'all understand how bright these colors are popping. I feel like,
and it does match them. Like so, like I could see her rocking that. Like I would have. This is how I know the man gay, right? And I actually, my first tailor, I he was offended, but I still think he gay. The reason why is because as a heterosexual male, there are certain color combinations that I would not know. Now, I have my friend Nakia who used to give me game. She's like, hey, with this suit, this shirt, boom. Women are better at these things than men. My damn tailor would put some shit like together that just like, yo, bro, I just need, because we're measuring now. If you get in your whole thing measuring, they right, you got to get comfortable with your tailor, right? And I just need to know, make sure, because I don't think everybody wants you, but like, boom, like, but the thing is only gay men can come up with color schemes like that. No heterosexual, that doesn't mean not all hairdressers or cosmetologicalists are gay. I just know that to be able to see that, he's either autistic or he's gay, or he's gay autistic. Could be both. I don't know. But kudos to him, because whatever his affiliation is, brother's doing. This is God's work right here, man. I'm not talking about because he made them women. He made them women feel beautiful, and they all feel like. And this is why. But what made them feel beautiful? That's why I was when I say, I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for me. And I want to feel pretty. What makes you feel pretty? The reaction that all of us gave her. So
I just hate that.
So you are doing it for people.
If you were alone on if I was the last person on earth, you think I'm working out?
Brother. When I wanna go, damn it, Luke. Snot now, Luke.
Come on, Luke. That should fire, Luke. Actually, but I mean, how much you think it costs?
Bro, that's 500. He might be doing that because some of their hair, like I think this might be like a community service project.
Oh yeah.
Like, but I'm sure if like because I mean, I'm just saying, like, if they really had that laying around like that, they probably wouldn't.
Oh yeah,
their hair wouldn't have gotten to that. And that's not. I mean, I'm just assuming.
Excellent deduction.
if I wasn't, I wear shit. I wear shit for the compliment. Because I tell you what I'm doing. Like, perfect example. So when I got my award, JT Thomas Award at Florida State, I wore khakis and a polo shirt. You should have worn a suit to this. You should have looked this. I was like, man, listen, dog. I wear what the fuck I want to wear. When I do the news, I wear that so that people can talk. It's a talk piece. When I wear my shoes, I wear my shoes so that people get to talking about it. It's a conversation starters. But also, I had a great compliment at the lounge on Saturday. Candy, who all you guys saw in here the other day with the short haircut, she got auntie elbow, but Candy's a gilf. Why can't I think of the other one? Yo-Yo and Yo-Yo are two bartenders. Candy's probably like 50s. Yo-Yo's probably like late 30s, around my age, right? I had on damn, I left that damn cologne that you get your aunt to get me some samples again, dog. You got all both of them? Damn, mine's over here. I guess it's not stealing if you left it, but like I had on, I think it was YSL Cologne, Eau de Toilette. I don't know what it smells. I don't know if I'm smelling good. I don't know. I didn't grow up wearing cologne. The OGs didn't help me with this. So I don't need this. But they gave me all the game except for that. But I've been going around smelling normal, smelling like black soap and cocoa butter, and been okay. So I didn't feel like I needed it. But I'm gonna be honest with you. When I came in there and I had my Jacksonville, my Duval Negro shirt on, very colorful, and I was my chest was out. I would have my chest out right now, but it's a little cold outside. The wind was whipping, and I hugged Kenny, just church hug, not a full hug, because it technically worked for me. And then she smelled me. She said, "Ooh, you smell good." I said, "God damn it, Candy! I said, you don't even know how you just boosted my self-esteem." And then Yo-Yo came over. I was sat down. And Yo-Yo came over and she stiffed me, and she was just like, you smell good. I'm like, God damn it. Boom. Confidence here. Nobody else had it. I said, you know what? Ain't nobody else got to tell me shit, because I know that came from a place. Because they ain't never told me I smell good. They told me I look good before if I wore something, but they ain't never came up and said, damn, that smells good. I'm like, cool. All right, cool. So obviously, that was a good compliment. I didn't go, you know who I didn't go around? You know who I didn't want to tell me I smell good? Miles. I don't want to be like that. They're saying the thing where it'd be like where's the dude from Atlanta, they was arguing, and he's like, what you wearing? He's like, I don't know. I ain't got nothing on. No, because you smell good, man. Nah, you smell good. What you got on? Nothing. I got on deodorant. I bathed today, man. We two smelling good brothers. Like it sounded like they were arguing, which they were, but they were like complimenting each other in arguments. That's hilarious. I don't really want. I mean, now if a dude comes by and say, "Hey, brother, hey, what kind of cologne that is, man?" I might want to, then I'm gonna be like, you know what? Then I might feel like it's cool because maybe he wants to go trap some woman with his scent.
I know. I mean, I feel like we should just stop lying. The proof is in social media itself. The advent of social media is us doing stuff we should be doing by ourselves.
Clout is the new drugs. Yeah. I don't want clout though, but like again, the thing is that you want compliments. Why do men get red Ferraris? Because it attracts women. Mm-hmm. You know, if women keep saying, I'm not blaming women for all of this stuff, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of this shit in the world, if y'all said, like, why was that boy wearing the coat from King, it was not King Joffrey, wearing the coat that James Earl Jones wore in Coming to America? Because he thinks the bitches like it. If bitches don't want dudes wearing skinny jeans, dudes will stop wearing skinny jeans. But you know what you told us? You want these soft dudes. The only game my mom gave me is that a masculine man will always be in style regardless of what the women say. Because we all know the real. You don't want to be left with that bear. Like, and you ain't fighting the bear, and the only one of us who probably stands a chance against that bear is very slim is us. That goes back to that caveman survival instinct shit. But kudos to this community member for blessing these sisters with the self-esteem boost that they need, and I hope they got their ovaries busted and got cracked a little bit for or whatever the satisfaction that they were looking for, because I guess they deserve it, and sometimes a little color. I don't really know. Like I don't know what women want anymore. Like half the women say they want to get fucked. Half the women say don't think I'm just a sexual. Like Angel Reese is the most confusing woman in the planet. On one day, Sashi said, "Please don't sexually objectify me," and everything she wears is sexually objective. I'm fine with it either way. But I do know this. Everybody keeps talking about Fortune 500 companies. Man, y'all gotta go. I can tell you what. Nobody looks the same anymore. Like, it's starting to come to an era where if you're good at your job, you're good at your job. You're going to accept me in Crocs if I'm good at my job. If I'm not, I'm not working there. But John Paul Gaultier. Oh, that's the no, not really. Armani. My dad sent me some Gucci shit like in 2000 for graduation. And it was so strong. I just don't like that shit. Yeah, all right, my final question before we end this. Y'all really like what them old ass, because them old ass do. Is it the knot in the old man's pocket, the money? Or is it the cologne? Because you can smell some of these motherfuckers through a door. And I don't want to be smelt through a door. I think that's just too much. But like all old black men and Italians wear a lot of, I'm assuming, I think the Jewish dude from Snowfall looks like he wears a lot of cologne. It's just, you ever see somebody that look like they wear a lot of cologne? Like you can't smell it through the TV, but I can smell the character.
Yeah, when you have the taco meat showing in the.
Oh, you know it's Cologne with that. It's the money clip. Anyway, it's got to be the money clip or the rubber band. I don't. This can't be that much cologne. But then, Miles, you Spanish, them motherfuckers wear a lot of fucking cologne too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm used to it. I wear cologne to the gym.
You wear cologne to the gym? You know who does that too? Charles is that. Right. He used to be. No, he doesn't go to the fucking gym, clearly. But when he would come to the flag football, we're at the flag football game, and I'm like, I say, "What's up, Junior?" And boom, and you can smell. I'm like, "Yo, my nigga, we had a flag football game, bro."
Big dudes gotta smell nice.
Man, I guess it. Yeah. So Haitian women say less is more. I don't really know what Haitian men smell like, so I'm gonna take her word for it. No, I meant like not this. Don't go full blown stereotype.
Okay.
Like just go like if you see a Haitian man dressed up nice and they going somewhere, what would you think? Not like if you saw an Indian at Publix right now. Like you know what an Indian at Publix smells like. Yeah, that's why I don't go to the one Publix.
Because the Indians I grew up with in Boston are different than the ones here. We got the apartment Indians. You guys got like house Indians.
Oh, these Indians here are rich.
Yeah, super.
But
rich.
They still smell like curry.
When it's time to eat, you're going to smell that food. Yeah, that's all.
That's why I don't go to World of Nation Publix. I got two Publixes by me. There's one Publix that's World of Nation Publix, and then there's the other one that's the normal Publix. World of Nation Publix but it's partially because they stereotype me. They darker than me, and they're like,
Well, they don't like
just because they got good hair.
Like they don't like to be in the sun too. If they're light skinned, they want to stay light skinned. But yeah, their food is it's strong. But their breakfast food, that tea with the little bread, I can deal with that. It's the sauce I can't do.
Man, fuck them until they invite me to one of their parties.
Baby live.
I'm mad as fuck, dog. Bitch. My whole son had a fake girlfriend that was Indian. He came to our birthday party. Matter of fact, I even tried to treat him with the bet with the I'm like what is this? It's not brother. Like he's the father-in-law of my son. Little Abby don't drink cold water. I said, man, don't worry about it. I'll go get Abby a warm water. A lukewarm water. We got you. Would she like juice? We don't drink juice. Like fuck, dog. She's 5, bro. Okay, fine, whatever. We know she's already typing in code and shit. So whatever.
Be real about that. And their weddings be like 5 days.
I want to do I don't know if it's I know it's not the Indians that do the dance. I want to do the shit where it look like they be crip walking in a line. Which one is that? Is that just Muslims?
Oh, I don't want to confuse.
That's Greeks? Wow, I was way off on that. No, they be like, it's just one where they had Wipe Me Down, and it was this old fat one of his, he had like 2 buttons right here, and he was just like, the sheiks. What's a sheik? The sheik's Muslim, right? The sheik here in Jacksonville is a great place where you can go get some food.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
the sheik is dope. Steak in the sack, yeah.
Ooh. But yeah, the Indians can dance. I mean, all the actors, that's why the Bollywood movies, they're all like required to know some sort of dancing. They be getting down.
But anyways, man, on that note, appreciate you guys for chopping up with me. Florida State plays on Friday. We'll talk about college football on Friday. Probably tomorrow we'll do some other shit. Don't know what we got going on, but we got stuff recorded. Appreciate y'all for chopping up with me. See y'all next time.